from Rugby. Rugbytown, USA, the Division II national title. Here we are for this match between Wisconsin's. From Rugbytown, USA, welcome back to Infinity Park here in Glendale, Colorado. We're here for the Division II national title game between Rocky Gorge and Wisconsin. The players are on the field. We're going to go down straight there now for the national anthem. A beautiful afternoon here in Infinity Park in Glendale, Colorado, from Rugbytown, USA. Yes, it's the Division II National Championship title game, and we have Rocky Gorge from Columbia, Maryland, up against Wisconsin from Madison in Wisconsin.
And the Rocky Gorge team led by Matt Carroll up front, Sean Kelly, a fantastic number 8, Matt Burns is a skipper of the side, Jay Benedetti, a fantastic winger, and Andrew Kendall, he does everything at the fullback position for this Rocky Gorge team, coached by Chuck Moore. And for Wisconsin, out of the Midwest, they are skippered by Sean Cullen at the tight head prop position. Nick Tyson scored the winning try at the semifinal yesterday. Max Zukowski, the number 8, is a fantastic player, president of the club. Rob Llewellyn, the hard center, and Jeff Mortensen, a dynamic winger.
And we're going to cross now to Dallin Stanford. He's on the sideline. He's going to let us know about the pitch side conditions. Dallin?
Yeah, thank you, Johnny. As you can see here on screen, it's a perfect day here at Infinity Park in Glendale, Colorado. The sun is shining, the fans are here, and I tell you what, luckily the players aren't dressed in a suit and tie like I am, but we're set for a cracking final here. Back to you guys, Johnny.
Thanks, Dallin. Yeah, an absolutely sensational start to this afternoon here in Infinity Park. See both teams getting very keyed up. Forwards look very aggressive, so I expect some early fireworks in this one, Brian Vizard.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a big battle up front. Both big forward packs. I think they know each other well. Similar styles of play, so expect a lot of hard charging by the forward divisions from both these sides with some talented backs if they get the opportunity.
Crowd starting to fill in. Support strong from both sides. We have Rocky Gorge in the white with blue flashes on the shoulders. And Dave ARDREY is our referee. And Wisconsin will be playing in red.
So 2 teams who were close encounters yesterday.
So very close to kickoff now.
Oh, and I used to love, you had the feelings too, right? Just before kickoff of a national championship game. I mean, the jitters are there, but you want to play confident.
So there we have confirmation of the colours these teams will be playing in. We have Rocky Gorge to the right of the screen and Wisconsin in the red to the left. Very close to kick off now. Mr. ARDREY getting us ready, just checking with the captains.
Wisconsin captain. Good. Gorge captain. Derek, you go, mate. Matt.
And we're away. It's a deep kick there from Gorge down in the Wisconsin territory. They don't catch it on the full. They elect to bring it back. Very adventurous from the Wisconsin team. They take it up to the 22 line. That's Andrew Norton, I think, there, bringing it up. They've turned it over already. So Gorge in a very good attacking position. One of the problems of trying to run the ball out of your own 22.
13, I need you back out of there, mate, right?
Gorge forwards, working the ball with a pick and go, taking 2 or 3 metres. That's good play early on, get them into the game, get to feel the shoulders. Little switch there for the 12, that's Chesterfield taking the ball forward. He's caught on the gain line.
Thank you.
Another one off pass there. Gorge playing the game tight. That's their loose head prop, Brian Perez. They go now through their blindside breakaway Burns.
Thank you.
Recycling the ball well, pretty efficient. Again, they use their forwards, one off.
Stay up, Blake, stay up. Thank you.
Recycling it well. Little look there. And that's a knock on.
Knock on.
And Wisconsin, they have advantage. Can they make something of it? They can't. And it will be a scrum now for Wisconsin.
Yeah, Johnny, I really like what Rocky Gorge was doing there. They kept it in tight with the forwards, trying to get everybody a little bit of touch with the ball. And then when they did spread it wide the first time, they have a knock on. So I think we're going to see a lot of forward play out of this Rocky Gorge team today.
And the first 10 minutes of action are brought to you by Wells Fargo. For over 150 years, our customers have counted on our strength and stability. Wells Fargo Bank.
Thank you. Crouch. Touch. Pause. Engage. Put it in
First
9.
scrum of the match.
Thank you.
And it's a little messy for Wisconsin to get it back, but they finally channeled it through the number 8. Oops. Oh dear. Charge down. He dwelt on it. This could be a try. Has he knocked the ball on? I think he has.
Going forward.
That's unfortunate, but Wisconsin got themselves in an awful bother there. Miles Jobkey and I think it was Rob Llewellyn almost ran into each other. He had to take a check on the kick. He was eventually charged down. I think it was the outside centre there, Derek Chell from Rocky Gorge.
Yeah, boy, nervous start by this Wisconsin team. We saw a couple of errors early on. First, the turnover off the opening kickoff, and then that 2 players collided, then the block kick. They're lucky it's not at least 7-0 at this point.
So, Wisconsin, scrum, 5 yards from their try line. Goes through the number 8 feet again. They're under a lot of pressure here, making it very difficult for themselves. The number 8 could not control it. That was Max Zukowski. They clear it from this ruck, and they dabbed it into touch just on the 22. Not convincing really there at all from Wisconsin, under enormous pressure from Rocky Gorge.
Well, I think Wisconsin coach Joe Lippert is probably pulling his hair out right now because it's just been a real rough start. They haven't done anything right at this point, but it's still scoreless. They just get to get it out of their end, and hopefully those jitters will go away if you're a Wisconsin fan.
16, 24, 96.
First line out.
Play on, no
One
problem.
there by Rocky Gorge. Move the ball through their 10. Wide pass, using the width of the field. That's nice. Well taken on there. Beats the first defender there, Benedetti. But he's turned the ball over. And it's Wisconsin in possession in their own 22.
You've got to straight off your feet, mate.
And the referee has penalised the Wisconsin support players from going straight off their feet, as you heard.
Stay up, please.
So again, more pressure for Wisconsin's Brian Vizard.
Yeah, and again, they just haven't done anything right at this point. Andrew Kendall, the guy who's kicking the ball right now, fantastic player, had a great semifinal yesterday. His coach Chuck Moore couldn't say enough good things about him. Let's see if we can see it right here.
They were lucky not to be penalised initially, I think, for not rolling away from the tackle player. And then you see the support players just leaving their feet. Must stay on your feet. Keep your hands and your eyes up when you go into that contact situation. So, Rocky Gorge with a line out on Wisconsin's 5-metre line. Can they make them pay? Uncontested line out there. Gorge bring it down, trying to set up a driving maul. It's pretty well constructed. Not really moving forward, now starting to shear off to the side. They're under pressure now. It's good D from Wisconsin, really applied bodies and applied weight in a unified fashion. Great counter-rucking, and they have one possession. Looking to clear now. That's a better kick. Takes them up sort of midway between their Wisconsin 22 and the halfway.
And John, I think that's going to be a big lift for this Wisconsin team because they stole a ball in a great attacking position for Rocky Gorge. It looked like they had that drive on, but a great steal. The forwards really sucked it up for Wisconsin, and a great counter ruck able to steal that ball and clear it outside the 22.
So Rocky Gorge again. Lovely line out the back. And this time a better drive. They get a bit of momentum, which is excellent. Moving it forward now. Trying to stay. He's peeled off. He's slightly isolated there. I think it's the number 7. It was Dustin Meehan. And now they've turned it over. And that's what happens when one gets isolated from one's players. Now Wisconsin trying to run it out with one-off runners in their own 22. It's a pretty adventurous play from Wisconsin. It's one off, but they are moving the ball in their own 22. Goes wide now. Wisconsin use their inside centre. Nice little offload. I think that's to his outside centre, which is Gareth Donath. Move it again wide. A little dink over the top there from Jobke. Nice little kick rolling towards the touchline, and it's found it. Good play from Wisconsin. Bringing Dallin Stanford, now former USA Sevens representative. What do you make here of the first 6 minutes, Dallin?
Yeah, Johnny, I haven't seen all of it, but Wisconsin did pretty well there to get out of the end zone. They were very much in trouble and on the back foot, but nice little play by them to keep the ball out, and now it takes about a halfway. So I think it's going to be an even balanced game here, you know. Pretty excited to see the outside backs. Great conditions for it, obviously.
Well, there seems to be genuine intent from Wisconsin. Viz, here to sort of move the ball, even in their own 22.
Yeah, you got to love that ingenuity of the team. But again, I think early on you just want to kind of get the jitters out of your system. And that's a bad tap. Good play by the scrum half.
Just running their moves here in midfield, not really going anywhere. They turn it over again. And that's Wisconsin now with possession. And they have an advantage from a knock-on from Rocky Gorge. Going the same way now. Jobke back inside to one of his big forwards. That's Nick Tyson. Same way again around the corner using the back row. That's Tim Leslie. Doesn't seem to be a lot of counter-rucking and opposition from Gorge at those positions, as now Wisconsin goes wide. They do have numbers, but it's the 13 cutting through. Gareth Donath, can he put his winger away? He passes, bounces out of one, he stumbles 2 metres from the line. Support is there in the arm of Louise Lucas as they drive forward. Go the same way now around the corner. The halfback dinks over. Has he scored? I think he has. That's Moran Guevara, and I think he might have scored. He has. It's been awarded. Excellent play from Wisconsin. Really using the width well, but it was the first incisive run there from Gareth Donath, Dallin Stanford, that was very impressive.
Yeah, we spoke to the coach earlier and they said the team's intent on running, and wow, looked like nothing initially, you know, stop-start, and then he turned on the burners as he watched the replay here. This is just going to be of the
halfback dinking over, yep. That's the hooker, Louise Lucas. Comes around the corner, boom.
Yep, good call by the referee. And that was a fantastic run. I think it was Gareth Donath that made the inroads into that Rocky Gorge defense. But Wisconsin, very dangerous with ball in hand. We can see how dangerous they are on turnover ball. And boy, they really weathered that early storm and have come on strong.
Well, unfortunately, Rocky Gorge have a problem in their back line where they're doing their moves behind the gain line. And it looks a little static, and that's going to be a challenge for them. They really need to improve that. I always get the sense that their 10 is running backwards, as adding the extras, and a very nice strike there is Miles Jobke. So lovely start from Wisconsin after some early heat from Rocky Gorge. They are up by 7-0.
But yeah, Johnny, you're absolutely right. Running your moves behind the advantage line allows the defense to see what you're going to do and then line up nicely and make those solid hits.
Absolutely.
Where you take it to the line, all of a sudden you can get that half break.
So a little something to think about for Rocky Gorge. Maybe they haven't come up against this kind of defence before. We will see. And that's the 15 from Rocky Gorge. It's Andrew Kendall kicking off. It's taken on the full by Wisconsin. They look to move it again. There's space out here. Nice passing. It's the inside centre, bumping out of one. That's Rob Llewellyn. Goes to deck just off the 10-metre line. Still in Wisconsin territory. They go wide again. It's the big number 5, Nick Tyson, taking a couple with him now. Gets up to halfway. Great trundle from the big man. Look to recycle. They're a little narrow here, Wisconsin. They go wide. Jobke. Llewellyn. Out to the winger. And that man is Andrew Norton. He beats one, beats two. Little offload. They look to set up a ruck there. It's loose, but it's been secured. And no, a little knock-on. Just a touch of a knock-on there. But again, very enterprising play from Wisconsin, Brian Vizard.
Oh yeah, and you know, Chuck Moore was the Rocky Gorge coach. One of his concerns going into this game was we can't afford a turnover and let this dangerous Wisconsin team run with the ball. And let's see if we can see the knock on. Yep, there's a slight knock on. It came back eventually, but we saw the ball get knocked forward. But again, very dangerous it looks, this Wisconsin back line.
And they have the intent to move the ball down, which I think is great.
Yeah, straight from the kickoff, Johnny. You called it out. So the loose forwards got the ball and they moved it down to the right open side. And the way they keep possession is just fantastic, you know. It looks like we have somebody injured already in the first part. Number 13 here, obviously, Derek Shell.
I believe that's Derek Shell, number 13 for Rocky Gorge. Well, let's talk about Wisconsin. They're from Madison, celebrating their 50th anniversary this year, 1998 Division II national champions. I think they're also in the Final Four in 2008. So some of those same players have some playoff experience. Many of these guys actually were here in 2008, or in the playoffs in 2008.
They've brought their own Rocky Gorgeous support crew, which is great to see. Bit of colour and movement here in Infinity Park in beautiful Glendale, Colorado. Going to reset that scrum.
Reset.
Just need to be careful there when the two packs. It was unstable, and unstable is when it can sort of fall over and there can be the issue of neck injury. So very careful there, the referee, to bring it back up. We need a stable scrum.
Crouch. Touch. Pause. Engage. Put it in. Thank you.
More stable scrum. That's good. Good play from the Gorge. Go 8-9 around the corner. The 8 hangs onto it. Takes 2 or 3 with him. Just gets over past the gain line, which is good play. Good driving number 8 play there from Sean Kelly, I think it is. And move the ball in forward, in field now. It's their big guys doing a bit of work for them. Ooh, nailed. Absolutely nailed the halfback. He dwelt on the ball. He was in 2 minds, and that was 2 minds too many. But they've managed to retain possession. And move the ball again. And no option really but to bang it deep. And that's quite a good kick there from Joshua Stallings. It's well taken though on that left-hand side by the Wisconsin winger. Good big striding Andrew Norton takes it to the defensive heart of Rocky Gorge. Now ruck play is pretty effective. A little messy there. Hopefully they can recycle this. Use your feet, boys. Don't use your hand. They go wide now. Jobkey straight through a hole. He's got men inside and out. He elects not to pass, but offloads out of the tackle to the open side. He's caught now. Can they recycle the ball and move it again? There's no halfback there. He's arriving now. Elects to go himself. That's Maureen Guevara, the try scorer. They go for a pick and go. Gorge defence has reassembled. They've got men out to the left if they choose to move it. They go that way. Jobkey moves it again now. Long pass to the number 8. The big number 5 offloads out of the tackle. Great offload. Goes wide here. And it's a 4 pass. I thought as much. But some nice interplay between the 2 big men there. The number 8, Max Zukowski, and it is Nick Tyson, the number 5, who we've seen involved a lot in this game so far, Brian Vizell.
Yeah, Tyson, former Eagle pool player in 2007. But again, there's some big holes in this Rocky Gorge backline defense. Look at this. I mean, that was wide open. They have to close those gaps or Wisconsin's going to be running all day long. And, you know, it's really interesting, Johnny and Dallin. I don't know if you're looking at it, but both teams are not committing to the breakdown very much. They're just spinning out. I'm thinking forward pick and go. I mean, right around the fringes. Yeah.
It seems in sort of marked contrast to the semi-finals when all teams were so keyed up.
Yeah.
The contest was so high. But now we see them sort of hanging off and trying to maintain their defensive line.
But if I was Chuck Moore for Rocky Gorge, I'd be worried about those backline gaps. I mean, we've seen 2 or 3 huge gaps already that the Wisconsin team has already exploited.
Yeah, but what's worrying is that they're inside gaps, inside the 5 channel and center channel, where you cut them to shreds.
And the next 10 minutes of action are brought to you by XL Energy. XL Energy, responsiblebynature.com. Rocky Gorge leaving by the seat of the pants there, but they get the clearance away. Wisconsin immediately moved the ball wide. Bouncing out of tackles there is Gareth Donath, but he's met by some solid, stout defence from Rocky Gorge.
Oh, they got him left. They got him left.
Numbers here. They go. It's that man Tyson again. Likes contact. Heads off to Zukowski. Zukowski again. Good interplay and good offload between the forwards. See if they can recycle this. They've got men banked out to the right, nice and deep. But no, it's the blind side forward there. Tim Leslie taking it in. They recycle well. All the backs out wide. Jobkey takes it to the line. Felt he should have passed, quite frankly, but they've managed to recycle it. Getting organised.
Stay out of there, 12
Forwards to the left. They used them on the pick and go. Ball spits out, but it went back to the hooker. He's isolated, but no, it was in fact a knock on.
Forward.
Lost in the tackle. Better defence there from Rocky Gorge.
Yeah, you felt, Johnny, you're right there. If they moved it to the right-hand side of the field, they have a lot more space to attack and exploit the defenders. Jobkey thought he could go himself again. The closed up nicely for him.
It already looks like some of these Rocky Gorge players are a bit tired out there. Must be very warm down. You were down on the field.
It is a scorcher out there. I tell you what, a stark contrast to yesterday's semis. Very hot and humid, and then of course we got altitude playing pressure here. This is game 2 for a lot of all these teams.
Yeah, there was only a few changes from both these sides from yesterday.
Thank you, 9. Well done. Off early,
Rocky
advantage.
Gorge win that, and they have the advantage for one of the forwards for Wisconsin breaking early from that scrum. The advantage is now over, and Wisconsin get the opportunity to bring the ball back. Not much of an advantage, I don't think.
That was
interesting call.
That was no advantage.
Play on.
Loose pass there from Moran Guevara, the halfback
No
for
hand 7. Thank you.
Wisconsin.
Well done.
They move it now. Zukowski takes the ball on. Forwards coming around the corner, getting organised. Structured play here from Wisconsin. They take it on to the hooker, Lucas. Just taking a metre or two. They're controlling the ball well. I'm impressed with this. It's Tyson picking up, nice take from him.
But I really think if they did quick pick and goes, I think they could get through that first line of defence.
Well, what they're doing is making sure they're working as pods of 4 and they're taking their time. That's good because you can make sure you have support when you go into contact, but you're right, you lose the initiative. Now they go wide. Jobkey looks for a runner, finds the outside centre, but it skips out of one tackle then. That's Donath, gets well over the gain line. He's not held, and that's play on. Good drive and great support from his fellow outside backs. Not afraid to get their shorts dirty. Player forwards to the left. But they go on a pick and go, and that's Jake Winkler. Wide now. Zukowski on the ball. Looking, ball in 2 hands. Steps off his left. Nice little step. Takes 2 with him. Forwards come to help. Look to ruck. Impressive rugby from Wisconsin. They go the same way. It's Tyson. Tyson takes contact. Looks for an offload. Can't get it. Rolls within a metre of the line. They look very dangerous. It's the halfback. Is he going to go again? No, uses his forwards as they drive it through. Better defence from Rocky Gorge. They knock them back. They're still 2 metres from the line. Here comes the pick and go. Leaves it behind, but it's okay. They've stolen it though, Rocky Gorge. They go to clear it and it's charged down. And that will be a 22 dropout to restart the game, coming off the backside of one of the Wisconsin defensive players.
Well, that's some big pressure by Wisconsin on this Rocky Gorge line. Rocky Gorge, credit to them, they held them out. But I think it's just a matter of time. They got to get some clearance out of here and relieve a little bit of this pressure.
Yeah, they seem to be bending and creaking in their defence, Dallin. It just seems like it's a bit of a matter of time, really.
Yeah, absolutely right. We watched the replay here. Just that last movement.
Oh, yeah.
And there's big Nick Tyson, just maybe a bit tired.
Yeah. He needs to bend his knees there, but...
Bend his knees, watch the ball. Wisconsin now. Kicking the ball back for the first time, I think. Don't let it bounce. That's a mistake. Tap back by Wisconsin, but it's picked up by one of the loose forwards there from Rocky Gorge. He throws the ball forward directly into the hands of Rob Llewellyn. Rob Llewellyn goes to ground. They've got numbers out here. It's a poor pass from the halfback. Zukowski moves it. Run around from Jobkey. Jobkey now feeds his hooker. Hooker now on the charge. Nothing like it. A front row with space, but he's turned the ball over, unfortunately. It's a real hair-em, scare-em game at the minute. And he's bunged into touch, and that was the second row over there, C.J. Dyson, but the referee has ruled that it was a knock-on initially from Rocky Gorge, so we're going to set a scrum about 7-8 metres out from the Rocky Gorge line. It's going to be Wisconsin feed.
Yeah, a bit helter-skelter, huh, Dallin? Johnny?
Yeah, absolutely. Throwing the ball around and back and forth. Letting the ball bounce, as we said, is a cardinal error because it could go anywhere with the shape of rugby ball, and it did. It turned out in the end pretty well for Wisconsin.
I like the way Wisconsin is playing, though. They're really putting the pressure on this Rocky Gorge team. They're not taking the foot off the pedal. They're just continuing to mount pressure deep in Rocky Gorge territory. Good scrum here, good platform.
Kind of looked like to me, but they get away with it. Jobkey now, switch again, double switch, and it's the big second rower. Oh, lovely offload, and it's that man, Gareth Donath, crashing over under the sticks. Well, beautifully put together move. Pretty old school actually, the double switch.
We used to call it a 128. I never saw a second row for one later.
No, I reckon he cheated maybe a little bit, and he might have been.
He can't cheat too much. He's got guys hanging on.
But he might have been packing down at number 8. We might want to see the replay on that. But that was that was a sort of early 90s back row move, Brian Vizard style. He was packing in at number 8. Right. Switch with the inside centre, double switch, comes around the corner, palms off one, holds him off. Lovely little offload there. Gareth Donath under the sticks.
Yeah, it's great timing by the centre, running off the big man, just on his shoulder. Boom, try time. And I tell you, the crowd has come alive here at Infinity Park. They're absolutely enjoying this. 2 tries already, and this conversion should be a formality.
Yeah, very good work by this Wisconsin side. It was just a matter of time.
It was a matter of time. They were creaking, that's for sure. Nice conversion from Jobkey. So Wisconsin now extend their lead. They have 14 points. Rocky Gorge yet to get on the board. Really nicely put together move. Coach will be very happy with that. There'll be some slaps on the back on the sideline. Probably practice that numerous times during the season, and it's just come off in the big game as well. Even getting the scrum stable when moving your 5 back to number 8 is impressive in itself.
I like that move, putting a big man at number 8.
Yeah.
He obviously has some ball skills. We've seen him run with the ball a lot today. He scored the winning try at the death in yesterday's semifinal, so he's having a big weekend, is Nick Tyson.
We're going to go scrum only. Bridge scrum.
So it was a knock-on there from the kickoff from Rocky Gorge, so it's not improving for them, unfortunately. So Wisconsin have an opportunity.
And then a player in front. We're just going to scrum.
And I'll tell you what, Dallin, you wouldn't bet on them not moving the ball from here.
Yeah, tell you what, they're an exciting team. They look to move everything. They're extremely fit, as their coach alluded to, and they're going to take people on from anywhere in the pitch. So let's see what they do with the scrum.
Jobkey with the ball in hand. They move it. It's Llewellyn taking it into contact. It's good defence in those tight channels. They go wide again. Jobkey. Caution got the better of Valor, and he kicked ahead. It was well taken there by Andrew Kendall. He returns a favour. Just drilling the ball towards the corner, and it's a lovely kick.
Oh, that's a beautiful kick by
Nicely
Andrew
weighted
Kendall. That Rocky Gorge needed a kick like that. They want to pin him deep, and they needed a lift, and I think they're going to get it here with Kendall. Now they got to capitalize, keep the pressure on this Wisconsin side. Yeah, just a perfectly weighted kick.
You hear me all right, Gilligan?
The only worry was whether it was going to go in goal or not, but they kicked out about 5 meters out. Perfectly weighted kick.
So, good attacking position from Rocky Gorge. The last time we saw them here was the first 5 minutes. We're at minute 22. Can they convert this pressure into points? Critical in big games. When you get your opportunities, you take it. No. Wisconsin have won that line out almost uncontested.
Back foot, boys. Back foot, back foot.
Driving the ball up. Good driving play from the West. Look at the structure there, Viz. But no,
broke
off.
You've disengaged, and now you're at the back.
Well, they're almost there.
Initially
It was
fine, then you broke off.
They were a victim of their own success in a way. They were so good at constructing it.
Yeah.
Rocky Gorge, they want to tap and go, and they do.
No hands, Red, no hands.
Can they convert now? They've been given an opportunity.
Move 3.
Pick and go to the right. Forwards organised. They go again, taking a metre. They're 2, maybe 1.5 metres from the line. They go to dive through. I think that could be a try. It's very close. No, he's knocked it on. Deary me. Well. They really need to take this opportunity. That's twice now. Very close to the line. They've knocked it on. It was good work from their forwards. They were structured.
Now let's see if we can take a look at the knock on here.
Oh no!
Yeah, I think that was Matt Carroll.
Was Matt Carroll.
Just before he touched down, lost control of the ball.
Gee, you'll be having nightmares about that. You'll wake up tomorrow morning at 3 a.m. just that last extra half a foot. Why couldn't I have kept it close? Why couldn't I have had 2 hands on it? Wisconsin scrum on their 5 metre line, just outside the 15 metres.
If they put a ball up now, I mean, it could go all the way down the field. A big breeze coming from their end.
Good, this very changeable conditions here we have in Glendale, Colorado. We've got the plains weather and then the weather associated with those beautiful Rocky Mountains.
That's a good, stable scrum. They're having trouble getting it back, I think. Yeah, but the stability's there.
Nicely cleared there from Jobkey.
And good work by Luis Lucas, the hooker, to get that ball back for this Wisconsin team.
You know, they've got a kind of Argentinian feel about their front row. It's almost that sort of Channel 3 ball, which you never see. You know, the Channel 1 is closest to where the scrum half is.
Yeah, well, I don't know if that's by design.
No, but it looks like that. It feels like that whole, all three of the front row are driving on all 2 feet. He's hooking the ball back with both feet. It's something to behold. We'll watch that as the game develops.
Yeah, well, Lucas is from Venezuela, South America, so a bit of flavour coming there.
So he likes Tabasco.
They're not known for their scrummaging like the Argentinians are.
No. Venezuela, that powerhouse of international rugby. Perhaps for you, Dale Stanford. But here we are. It's Rocky Gorge.
Neighbours, that's what.
There we go. Driving the ball forward is Rocky Gorge. Off this line out. Now they move it wide. Little switch. They've used that move a couple of times. They really don't make any inroads. That's their weak point, I think, and they turned it over. It was actually a fantastic turner. I'll try and get the number on the jumper in a second. They kicked downfield. Well taken. Oh, a little knock on, unfortunately, there from the 14, Jonathan Bierman. But it was a great turnover there from Wisconsin in that breakdown.
Well, they're making their big plays when they need it. That's 2 or 3 times deep. They've come up big with turnovers. This is a heck of an effort here by Jonathan Bierman. A swirling wind, turned around 360, nearly came down with it. Just a slight knock on there.
Just took his eyes off it when he heard the footsteps.
This could be an attack to the right side here. The wingers for this Wisconsin team are so dangerous.
Oh, yeah, and he goes. Zukowski out of the hole, beats one, goes around the corner. Ball under one arm, he's looking for his support, jumps. Now he finds the halfback, steps off his right foot. They're going to have a ruck situation here. Can they win it? Yeah, they've got good numbers there. Fantastic break, great dynamic pick up from Zukowski off the base there. They use a one-off runner. Their backs are fanned out to the left if they choose to use them. They go again for the pick and go. They're taking easy meters off Rocky Gorge. Again they go. It's 3 pick and goes in a row. 4 now with the big man, but that's better defence. Better defence from Rocky Gorge. The Wisconsin, he's got his hand. Yep, fair enough. Well called, Viz. And that's the number 8. I think it was Sean Kelly. Got his hands on that. They just went one too many.
Holding on.
Well, that was the Wisconsin playing in slightly confused. It wasn't your penalty, young man. It was the opposition, but I like your thinking. Very positive.
Let's see if we can take a look at the penalty here. Watch when the Wisconsin player. I think that's Zukowski that broke off, but all alone. And look at the Rocky Gorge player on his feet, had fair chance to get that ball. The referee said nope. Ball carrier hung onto that ball. And yeah, so Zukowski, who's also the president of this Wisconsin team, doing double duty. But he's been outstanding. I thought on that break he should have looked to his right. I think he had 2 men out wide. Instead he went back inside.
Yeah, I agree. It's a pitfall that some loose forwards fall into. When you get in open spaces, give it to the bloke who's got some wheels.
And here's Josh Chairman coming in, and Eric Woodworth. It looks like 2 substitutions coming in for
Gilligan, keep an eye on the side.
Josh Chairman coming in for Eric Woodworth on that front row for this Rocky Gorge team. Josh Chairman, a big impact player, came in yesterday, really instilled a lot of confidence in this Rocky Gorge side. So probably a little sooner that he normally comes in to a game.
Little chip over the head there on that 8-9 move. Very well taken. Just fumbled there slightly. There was a hint there that he was tackled in the air, Jonathan Bierman.
I agree.
But they've managed to recycle the ball. Heat coming from Wisconsin. Referee says it's fine. It's messy, but it's fine. Rocky Gorge working their way.
And the transfer going down to the ground.
Heard it there from the referee. Slight knock on in that contact situation. We're going to have a scrum. More pressure from Rocky Gorge.
Yeah, Johnny,
Wisconsin will have the ball.
I think you're right. I think Bierman was hit in the air. And, of course, that would have been a penalty for Rocky Gorge.
You would have think he should call the mark in the air there, you know, so
if we see it.
Watch the replay here. If the player's in the 22 and the ball's in the air, he can claim it by shouting mark.
Well, I think that's a penalty, Viz.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he's definitely contact before he comes to ground.
Good break for Wisconsin. Now here they are, nice scrum, 5 meters out.
Are they going for the pushover, Viz?
Well, they could. He's got to turn it a little bit.
They go wide.
Oh, it's open out wide. My goodness.
Yeah, another pass, and I think they were there. But they've taken it in, and that was Donath. Go around the corner again. Zukowski, he'll have a go. Always does. Steps out of one.
Oh,
lovely offload.
Look out.
Oh, he's on his own. That could be a turnover, and it is. Very well picked up there by the 11, Benedetti. Well done. It often happens when you're out wide. You get slightly isolated. There's more distance. And that is a great kick downfield, dribbling now towards the 22, but it hasn't gone into touch. And I think that it's Jobke, the 10. He's weighing up his options. He decides to drill it back. Lovely torpedo. Very well taken there by Benedetti, just outside his 22. He's running it back. Beats the first guy. Then he runs into a bit of heat, stays on his feet. There's advantage 4. I'm not quite sure. Viz, help me out on that in a minute.
That's it. Offsides, guys, I think, from the kick.
Fine. A little chip over the top by the 15. Bounced beautifully in his hands. That's Andrew Kendall. Can he link up? Ball in 2 hands, looking for support. Running away from everybody. But they set it up there. But good Wisconsin defense. And in fact, yes, 14 came off his feet. They go, oh dear. Kendall trying to go quickly, but great play from Andrew Kendall. That's the spark and the creativity that they've been missing.
Yeah,
what will they do here?
And he has been one of their top players all year long. And it looks like they're going to go for the line out here. Don't want to fool around with the 3 points. They want to get some 7-pointers.
So we're going to the line out. And the next 10 minutes of action are brought to you by Lowe's Denver Hotel. Value is the new luxury. Fortunately, Lowe's deliver both. Lowe's Denver Hotel.
Yeah,
So
Mortensen made a pretty good tackle on that play, but he went straight to floor, and that was result in the penalty. But he's been an outstanding player for the Wisconsin team as well. Former flanker and number 8 in college.
you see Rocky Gorge, they get set up really early. They do tend to telegraph what they're going to do, but I guess they're under the thinking that if we get set up and get organised and do it well, there's not much the opposition can do about it. So Rocky Gorge bring it down. There's a little peel. There's a lot of space there for the big number 8 to run into. Can he get over the line? I think he's held up a foot short. That was Sean Kelly. They go again, and he has awarded the try this time, I believe. And it is the big prop forward punching his chest, Brian Perez. Good stuff. Nicely worked move. They threw to the back. They executed it well. Came around the corner. The Wisconsin defense did not react. They didn't come on the wrap. Sean Kelly running into space. And aren't the Rocky Gorges happy today?
Really like that line-out call. I think Wisconsin thought it was going to be a drive at that line-out, and instead they went wide, so a good call there, whoever called the line-out play. And watch Perez. Let's see if we can take a look at Brian Perez. Bowl over for this try. Boy, he just made it over the line. Referee right there in position. So good try. Good comeback by Rocky Gorge. They needed something positive.
And here's Perez picking up from the base. He's got the white line in his eyes, and he, I tell you what.
That was close.
I tell you what. I think he might have been a bit short there.
Yeah, luckily there's no replay, television replay for him to see. But they're right back in this game, which makes it really exciting.
Kendall for the conversion. It's a nice strike, and he has slotted it through. So they now have 7 points to Rocky Gorge, and Wisconsin have 14. But they're 1 score away. That'll lift them, that's for sure. Let's see how Wisconsin react after that setback for them.
And that was all set up by that great touch finder by the fullback Andrew Kendall.
After the initial incision from him and the chip over the top. So Kendall really their go-to guy. Is Wisconsin ready to restart play? We've got about 6-7 minutes of this first half to go.
Yeah, Johnny, I'm going to head sideline, chat with the coaches. I'll see you guys in a bit.
Great stuff. So Wisconsin kick off. Slightly messy. They had the opportunity to retrieve it. They didn't.
Yeah, I think Andrew Norton could have taken that ball with 2 hands. Instead, he tried to tap it back and didn't work out.
Gorge working the short side, but they turned it over. Matt Carroll, the hooker there, knocking the ball on, unfortunately. So it'll be a scrum right in front of the Wisconsin fan club. Hey, bringing some love.
Yeah, they need a lift. 7 minutes left in this half. They're probably a bit tired. It's been awfully warm out there today. Let's see if we can see it here. Yeah, the inside pass. Is that number 4? I think it was.
Good tackle, yeah, from Domenico.
Domenico, yeah.
Good tackle from him.
Touch. Pause.
Cause the infringement. Good hit from the scrum from Wisconsin. Yeah, see that? They walk over the ball. It's like the Baja. It's Baja, I don't know if that's the word, excuse me, from the Argentinian style scrum. Now, they use again, he's their hit-up guy. He's the man, Rob Llewellyn, sets a ruck in midfield. It's a bit messy. They go again. This time it's going wide through the 13. That's
boy, he's lively, boy. He's got some great feet.
He has. He's got the sort of crazy legs going on.
Offside!
Tyson running into a hole. Takes one with him. Loves it. Absolutely loves running with the ball. They switch play this time. Zukowski, ball in two hands. He has a hit up. His support needs to get to him. It does, and it's Jobkey. They come round the corner now. Loose forwards. That look forward to me. But the big man is through. Domenico. He's 5 metres from the line. Oh, lovely quick ruck, and there's a lazy runner there. Has to be a penalty. Could be a yellow card.
That should be
lazy
yellow.
running.
Oh,
lazy
that would have been a
return player there, Sean Kelly. Didn't even try to get out of the way, and I feel there almost was a certain or a probable try.
Lazy running.
What are they going to do here? They're going for sticks, and I think that's a sensible option. So they've got a good, quick ball here, trying to go wide.
Well,
straight in the noggin. Yeah, I guess that's one thing.
I mean, if he stuck his hand out, it would have been one thing. It should be a good three-pointer, though. I agree. I think they have to take the points. They're right in front of the poles. Should be an easy kick here for Jobkey.
Definitely take the kick. Definitely take the points. It's a final. So lining this up is Miles Jobkey, 10, Wisconsin. And there we go, 3 points. They extend their lead by 10 now, 17 points to 7. They probably wanted 7, and they may have had a good argument for it if Sean Kelly had managed to get out of the way. But we are here now with about 3.5 minutes left on the clock. Rocky Gorge will get us underway again. Oh, that's not a great restart from Kendall. Has not gone 10, so they can have the option there. They can have a scrum or the kick again. They've taken the scrum in midfield. Fantastic attacking opportunity. I wouldn't bet against Zukowski coming off the back of this scrum.
Yeah, I agree. I think the scrum has been stable enough where they're going to get that right shoulder. And like you're talking about, that ball's coming out right channel. Be a perfect way to get in motion for him. Backs are split. I think they're all going to come this way.
Pause, engage.
Got the danger man Doneth on the right-hand side.
Boys,
They need that right shoulder, though.
I want you to take the hit, and I want you to stay on the mark. Thank you.
So the boys getting a little tired. Big fellas up front. You get close to this first half. Need to maintain their composure. It's an important scrum for both teams.
Pause, engage.
Trying to use his dexterity and flexibility there. They go right, they go through the fullback. It's a short ball to Doneth, but he runs into some heat in terms of the winger in the other centre there. They recycle the ball well though. It's something they've done all day. It's Tyson now, the big man, loves running with ball in hand.
No, 6.
They come back to the short side. Ooh, bit messy. My hint of a knock on. It was a knock on. It was a knock on, but it was a poor pass.
And then knocked on.
Absolutely, it was a knock on from Mortensen, but he'll be having perhaps a word with Moore and Guevara at half time to say, mate, hit your marks. We're in control. Take your time.
Well, I think Garrett Doneth found himself in between two players, and they couldn't really get a good pass out. Let's see if Doneth got in the way here, and there you see. I think that was the fullback coming in the line. Patrick Rootmeister couldn't bring that ball down cleanly. Good break for Rocky Gorge, though.
Touch. Pause. Engage.
Minute and a half left on the clock in this Division 2 championship game. That's one against the head now. Wisconsin, not what Rocky Gorge wanted. They move it wide. Llewellyn running with the ball in two hands. Little short ball to no one, in fact, unfortunately. But it's retrieved by the winger, Andrew Norton. Norton running across field. Beats one, beats two. Now runs into a bit of heat.
Stay up, boys.
Good rucking from the forwards. Yes, he ran back to his forward, so it worked out well. They go the other way. It's Tyson. He jumps out of one, looking for an offload. Can't get it. It's good defence, but nice long place you see there, making the ball available for his halfback, Moore and Guevara. Guevara now feeds Zukowski. Zukowski running slightly across the field. better defence from Gorge. We're inside the last minute now. Jobke steps off his left, beats one, he's through a hole, but he's lost it. Couldn't get his handle on it, and he lost it. But Gorge have an opportunity on the advantage from that knock-on. Can they make them pay? They go wide. Kendall with the ball, beats one, beats two with a hit and spin. Nice move. Looks for his win. Oh dear, knocked down there from the halfback, which was Moran Guevara, which put pay, but they play on. They have advantage. Advantage is now over. Kendall with the ball. He's the real spark. He's lost it, but it's gone backwards. It's a little hair and scare him in this last minute. Time is up. They move it. It's the big man, the try scorer, Perez. He takes it into contact. They go wide again. Kendall moving it, shifts at one. Nice little offload to 21. Again to Kendall. Kendall moves it nicely wide, and that's Bierman. Bierman going for the corner. Two defenders there bring him down. It's the halfback.
Not held.
He's not held. He's allowed to get to his feet. He's 2 metres from the line. Could be a real turning point in this match. It's picked up by Kendall. Is he there? He is. Oh, fantastic score. Kendall must have featured 7, 8 times in that movement, and then he finished it off. I tell you what, he'll be looking for his cup and tea and an orange slice at half-time. He's been fantastic in this first half to really draw Rocky Gorge back into this match. It's 17-12. As we look at the replay, Brian Vizard.
Oh, unbelievable play by Rocky Gorge. And Bierman did well here. I thought he was held in the tackle. Referee said no. He got to his feet. Yeah, he was held, I think. Yeah. But Rocky Gorge comes away with it. And then Andrew Kendall did well to get over the line. Again, you mentioned he was featured 5 or 6 times in that whole build-up to the try. And then Just Reward finishing it up. But great finish in this first half for Rocky Gorge.
Yeah, just a quick mention there also, I think of 18, Paul Clark did really well to get there and secure that breakdown. There were 2 Wisconsin players trying to drive over that, and he held them up, and that gave Kendall the opportunity to score that try. Great score. It's brought them right back into it. It's 17-12 now. And if Rocky Gorge can kick this goal through Kendall, it will be a three-point ball game as we go into half-time. He's pushed it to the right, unfortunately. So that is half-time. Wisconsin lead Rocky Gorge by 17 points to 12. We're going to go down to Dallin Stanford with the Rocky Gorge coach. Dallin.
Thanks, Johnny. Yeah, Chuck, I tell you what an exciting finish there in that second half.
Yeah, it certainly is. We really need to put that in to finish this half strong.
Yeah, now you guys started off pretty slow. All the game was played in your half. How are you going to change that?
Well, we're basically going to talk about possession. We have to maintain possession. We've lost so many balls that we couldn't possibly be in our end. So we're going to do that. And the main other thing is defense. We have to stop their defense. They're getting overloads on us on the strong side, unfortunately, because they're pounding the weak side. So we need to start covering a lot better to cover the whole field.
Well, Coach, all the best for the second half. It's going to be a very exciting finish. Okay, thank you very much. Back to you guys, Johnny.
Thanks, Dallin. So at half-time, we have Wisconsin leading Rocky Gorge by 17 points to 12. We will be back in just a few minutes with a half-time show and some analysis from rugby legend Brian Vizard.
You're so good looking. I can't wait to photograph you while you're sleeping. I wonder if I should get a ladder. Do you have any pets? Because after you break up with me, I'll probably try to kidnap them. Oh, shoot. I gotta meet my boyfriend. But I'll call you like 600 times tonight, okay? Bye.
Lowe's Denver Hotel, located in Cherry Creek, a unique 4-diamond experience awaits you. Dining with local flair and flavor, supremely comfortable accommodations and vibrant spaces throughout, the Lowe's Denver Hotel delivers unsurpassed service for you, your kids, and your pets. Lowe's Denver Hotel, your gateway to a true mile-high welcome.
Coro e coro, anche se sfide sono scorreggianti, e un modo nemici, non posso spiegare il mio energia, io devo preservare, così io posso saltare i miei nemici.
Gaming consoles, especially older ones, can use as much energy as a full-size refrigerator. So turn your game's power management settings on, and be sure to unplug when you're done. So when the energy bill comes, you win.
Our Wells Fargo team members have their own definition of banker's hours. In a time when budgets are being cut for our schools, parks, and other important programs, we believe commitment to our communities is more vital than ever. And that's why every day, our people give thousands of hours to the communities we serve. 1.3 million just last year. Wells Fargo, with you when your community needs a hand. To find out how we can help in your community, visit wellsfargo.com.
Garrett Donath, he did well to make the inroads here to get it down close to the line, and then Mortensen took it about 1 meter out. The maul was formed, and again, good work by this Wisconsin side. Kept the momentum going forward, and watch the crafty little scrum half, Cody Morin-Guevara. He just saw a little gap. He threw the dummy out wide, just able to touch down before he was closed down by the Rocky Gorge defense. And here's a great move, the 128 we used to call it, and it was the big man, Tyson, that fed Garrett Donath, who had an outstanding first half. But what a reply by Rocky Gorge here. Great play on this line out. Sean Kelly gets it close, and then Brian Perez, number one, the tight head prop, or loose head prop. He's the one who runs through and scores the try to make it 14-7 at that point. And after a job key kick, made it 17-7. Here comes Rocky Gorge again just before the end of the half. Great play here. Goes out wide. They got a 2-on-1, and again, Andrew Kendall was instrumental in that play as he goes out to Jonathan Bierman. Bierman held and tackle. Referee said play on, and then there was some good secured ball there by Rocky Gorge, and it was Andrew Kendall who able to get through the tackle of Matt Zukowski to score the try. 17-12 at the half, and again, good reply, Johnny, by Rocky Gorge here to make it a game.
Rugbytown, USA, from Infinity Park in Glendale, Colorado. Our halftime show is brought to you by Lowe's Denver Hotel. Value is the new luxury. Fortunately, we deliver both. Lowe's Denver Hotel. Rugbytown, USA, from Infinity Park in Glendale, Colorado. Now, time for our halftime show, which is brought to you by Lowe's Denver Hotel. Value is the new luxury. Fortunately, we deliver both. Lowe's Denver Hotel. So from Rugbytown, USA, here in Infinity Park in Glendale, Colorado, this is our halftime show of the men's Division II championship match where Wisconsin lead by 17 points to Rocky Gorge 12. A real half of sort of two different performances. You had Wisconsin go ahead, seemed to be in control of the match, and then Rocky Gorge, through their fullback, 15 Kendall, really strode back into it.
Yeah, against the run of play, we knew this game was going to be close, but Wisconsin, I thought they were going to be in total command, but Rocky Gorge, to their credit, really came back strong towards the end of that first half. But it was Wisconsin that really got things going early on, and Garrett Donath had live feet throughout this first 40 minutes of play. He gets it out to Mortensen. Mortensen gets it about 2 or 3 meters out, and then the cavalry comes to help out. And watch the ruck here, and watch the little crafty scrum half, Cody Morin-Guevara. He throws a little dummy out wide and then just able to skirt through to score the try to make it 7-0 in favor of Wisconsin. And they're back at it. Nice switch right here to Nick Tyson. Tyson goes right up the guts, keeps the hands free to Garrett Donath to make it 14-0 at that point. And again, Rocky Gorge with a reply. And watch this beautiful play. Wisconsin set up for the drive, and it was Sean Kelly who got it down close. And then the big pop, Brian Perez, came in to just able to get it over the line to make it 14-7 at that point. And after a job key kick made it 17-7, back comes Rocky Gorge just before the end of the half, and Andrew Kendall was instrumental in this drive. Again, 4 or 5 touches on the way. He throws the pass out to Jonathan Bierman. Bierman takes it to about the 5-meter line. And then once again, here comes the support for Rocky Gorge. Good play And then all of a sudden, here comes Kendall. Picks it up, gets a little bit of help, and goes right through the tackle to make it 17-12. And we got a ball game here in this second 40 minutes of play.
Absolutely fantastic first half there. What are we going to see from both teams, you think, in the second half?
Well, I think, as Chuck said, they're going to have to get a little more possession as Rocky Gorge. And again, they're going to have to close down those gaps. They were so big in that first half. I'm surprised. Wisconsin, I think, has left some points on the board.
Great. Well, we're really looking to the second half. We're going to take a short break now, and then we will be back with all the action. We'll see you then.
Our Wells Fargo team members have their own definition of banker's hours. In a time when budgets are being cut for our schools, parks, and other important programs, we believe commitment to our communities is more vital than ever. And that's why every day, our people give thousands of hours to the communities we serve. 1.3 million just last year. Wells Fargo, with you when your community needs a hand. To find out how we can help in your community, visit wellsfargo.com.
For the thirsty, for those who hang out in packs, for heroes, for sidekicks, for those who see the glass half empty, for those who see it half full, for those on the right, for those on the left, for those with nicknames, for those with curves, for people that cycle, for people that recycle, for BFFs, for frenemies, for those with style, for lovers, for families, for big families, for everyone.
There's always something new on Applebee's 2 for $20 menu.
Over there, that's Mike. We call him the Comeback Kid. He and his buddies, they're always coming back to Applebee's.
Right now, it's the jazzed up flavors of Bourbon Street. Get 1 appetizer and 2 entrees for just $20. Like our totally inspired Bourbon Street chicken and shrimp loaded with Cajun flavor on a sizzling skillet, or our tender new blackened chicken penne.
We love it when our neighbors come back, so we're always giving them a reason to.
2 for $20 now with the flavors of Bourbon Street. Only at Applebee's. Now serving half-price appetizers late night.
The new place is perfect, or at least it will be, with a little help from Dex. In the book or at DexKnows.com. Dex can help you get results fast and deliver the best local advice, so you can get it done right here, right now.
We should do this more often.
Dex, results for the here and now.
Coro e coro, anche se sfide sono scorreggianti, è un modo nemici, non posso spiegare il mio energia, io devo preservarla, così io posso saltare I miei nemici.
Gaming consoles, especially older ones, can use as much energy as a full-size refrigerator. So turn your game's power management settings on, and be sure to unplug when you're done. So when the energy bill comes, you win.
You're so good looking. I can't wait to photograph you while you're sleeping. I wonder if I should get a ladder. Do you have any pets? Because after you break up with me, I'll probably try to kidnap them. Oh, shoot. I gotta meet my boyfriend. But I'll call you like 600 times tonight, okay?
Today's match from Rugbytown, USA is brought to you by Hilton Garden Inn. Everything right where you need it. Hilton Garden Inn. Guinness. Stand a stout with Guinness. Drink responsibly, please. Turner Construction. teamwork, integrity, commitment. Turner Construction. And by Waste Farmers. Food for soil, food for people, food for industry. Waste Farmers.
And Rugbytown, USA, welcome back to Infinity Park in Glendale, Colorado. We're just about ready for the start of the second half of this Division II Men's Championship Final, where Wisconsin lead Rocky Gorge by 17 points to 12. Just going to go down now, have a quick chat to Dallin Stanford, who has Joe Lippard with him from Wisconsin.
Thanks, Johnny. Yeah, Coach, it's been a very intense first half. You guys dominate possession and territory, but only 5 points ahead on the scoreboard.
Yeah, I think we always talk about playing Wisconsin rugby. Wisconsin rugby means winning the contact point and the breakdown. But we did a really good job for the first 20-25 minutes. A bit later, we got a bit frantic with things. We gave them a few. They're great at making points off of turnovers. They did a very successful job of that, I thought.
And these next 40 minutes, we can expect to see the ball go wide again?
Yes, we had some overloads in the first half. Our guys got a bit frantic there. We just need to slow it down, work it through the hands, and come from a bit of depth, and we'll be just fine.
Thank you very much, Coach. All the best for the rest of the half. Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers. Back to you guys. Thanks, Johnny.
Thanks, Dallin.
Here we are, boys. Red, step back.
And
back
Rocky
here.
Gorge
Thank you.
successfully claimed that kickoff from Wisconsin.
Taken back.
They move it. It's a nice, strong left boot from Josh Stallings. I think he's going to need to employ that a bit more in this second half.
Yeah, we didn't see that. We didn't see that at all in the first half.
Them.
Yeah, we didn't see that at all. And a big blow, a big kick there. Here you see the tries, Warren Guevara and Dona for this Wisconsin side, and Brian Perez and Andrew Kendall dotted down for Rocky Gorge. But a great comeback in that second half by Rocky Gorge. Right when it looked like Wisconsin was going to run away with it, Rocky Gorge just pulled their britches up and made it a ball game.
Good line-out win there from Wisconsin. They move the ball with their big runner. It's Tyson looking for early work in the second half. Gets over the gain line.
He's a low, Johnny.
Isn't he right? Jobkey now holds it up. It's that man, Donoff. He was incredibly incisive in the first half. Can he repeat it? They go back to short side. Tyson again looking for work. Takes 2 or 3 with him. Just over the gain line. Morgan Guevara now marshalling his troops. They have that 4-man kind of pod play in the forwards. It's organised. Make sure they can recycle it.
Take a step, 7. Second white. Thank you.
They go again. Forwards on the short side. Pod of 4. Again, they come around the corner. Substitution there at half-time was number 23, Will Miller, came on for Kevin Nork. This is for Rocky Gorge. Great hit there. Super hit. Caught Jobkey in back play. Ball spilled out the back. It's cleaned up by Donath. But here come the troops from Rocky Gorge. They need to really work hard to recycle it, and they've done well. Chins up, hands up, as you can see.
Stay on. 3 red.
Looking for a pick and go, and they do. Take a yard or 2. I'm impressed with the organisation of the Wisconsin forwards.
Step back, white, step
Go
back.
again on the pick and go. Just taking their time, making sure they're secure. It is slow ball. I feel that provides an opportunity for Rocky Gorge to counter-up, but they're not looking to employ that at the moment. This.
Right, yeah. No, neither team at the ruck. Once that ruck is established, they're just kind of reorganizing and getting back in that defensive pattern. That's where I think that
good hit.
That quick pick and go will work.
Back again now, back of the ruck. That pod of 4 forwards moving on the short side. They do it well. Recycle the ball, take a metre or 2.
Stay there, white.
How about just a little chip over the top when you got that wall of forwards?
Nice little run around to Jobkey wide. Moves it across to Donath. Donath looking to go through the gap between his opposing centres, but he offloads. It's the halfback, Morgan Guevara, looking to set it up. Takes a kind of static position, but it's a good counter-up. The first one from Rocky Gorge, and it gives them an opportunity. It's the hooker, steps inside, going for the line. Little offload to the blindside flanker. He's going for the try, and does he get there? He is! Great try there from Matt Burns, the captain. Well. We talked about it. We talked about the static rucks that Wisconsin are employing, and they were made to pay then as Rocky Gorge really drove over that fantastic aggressive counter-rucking from them.
Yeah, and a fantastic start by Rocky Gorge. And Matt Carroll, he has a big engine and a lot of good things developed off Matt Carroll. There's the turnover right there. A little bit isolation. We saw it earlier on, and now Wisconsin able to secure that ball, but now it comes clear for Rocky Gorge. There's the good counter ruck. And watch Matt Carroll. He gets it in close. Good hands here. And he sees his skipper, Matt Burns, coming on in support. And a good finish off by Matt Burns.
Not to be denied. Well.
And there's the offload. Way to keep his hands free. And a good charge down by the skipper.
So Kendall now to take Rocky Gorge into the lead, and he does so. Fantastic kick. Great kick there from Kendall. And it's Rocky Gorge 19, Wisconsin 17. And the first 10 minutes of action are brought to you by Wells Fargo. For over 150 years, our customers have counted on our strength and stability. Wells Fargo Bank. So, food for thought for Wisconsin. Dallin Stanford has joined us.
Wow, and what a start we have here.
Great start. Who'd have thought it, 10 minutes before half-time. I honestly thought Wisconsin were going to run away from this. We'll run away with this. But testament to the character of the Rocky Gorge team. Jobkey kicks off, little dink. It's taken by the substitute from Rocky Gorge, and I think that's Will Miller. He's been tackled in the air, and you cannot do that. It's a player's safety issue as number 23 sucks in the big ones after that hit.
Yeah, timing issue. That's what we're going with.
Right, fine. Nothing more than that, the referee says, because it can sometimes, Viz, get someone a yellow card.
Yeah, that time the referee got it right. He was in the air when he got hit.
Mistake there from Rocky Gorge, and it was Kendall failed to find touch. They move it wide now. This is a good attacking opportunity. It's the 14 from Wisconsin, which is Jeff Mortensen. It's a bit messy around that ruck situation, but it's advantage being played. It's a penalty advantage for Wisconsin for Rocky Gorge playing the ball on the ground, so it's a free card from them. Looking to go wide. Oh dear, poor pass there, and they will play the penalty.
On the ground playing the ball.
So Wisconsin look a little rattled here. Either that or Rocky Gorge have now got a pep in their step, and they are throwing themselves at the contact situation.
And they brought in a couple of new players. I think Rico Colon, number 17, has come in for Rocky Gorge, and Bill Bush, I think, has come in at scrum half as well for Rocky Gorge, trying to get the fresh legs in there, keep the momentum going. But yeah, good start to the second half by Rocky Gorge. Similar to the first half where they put most of the pressure on. Let's see if we can take a look at the penalty here.
No, absolutely diving over the ruck there. I think it was Kendall actually, just diving over that ruck. So a couple of mistakes from Kendall after we upped him in the halftime show. Failed to make touch, and then giving away a penalty there. So Wisconsin with an opportunity to strike back. They're down by 2 points. Their line out set up. They go to the front, bring it down. It's a short and 5-man line out. They're looking for a sort of compact 5-man drive. They're penalised in the first half for truck and trailer for breaking off, and of course that's obstruction. Need to have an opposition player in contact with you. Advantage now coming in from the side of that maul. They've managed to milk that penalty. Shrill blast on the whistle there from the referee, and he's explained it very clearly. You must come from the back, not from the side. So decision point here, Dallin Stanford for Wisconsin. What will they do?
Looks like they're signaling for the uprights here.
You agree with that decision?
I would go for right at this stage, I'd probably go for the line out. See if they can maul it over. Yeah, they were pretty successful. They had the advantage there from the side. Depends how good this strike will be of the kick if you watch the replay.
Oh yeah, there you can see the Rocky Gorge player coming definitely in from the side. Easy call for the referee.
Going for post for Wisconsin is number 10,
coming to the gate, last man's foot.
I tell you what, I've been pretty impressed with the start here of the Gorge defense. And then coach spoke to me earlier about that, said we need to make our one-on-one tackles and actually make a huge impact and drive them backwards. And we saw 2 telling tackles in this first period, and that's made a huge difference.
Yeah, I think Josh Brown, number 21, came in as a reserve. He's the one who had that first stick that really kind of re-energize this Rocky Gorge team.
It's just amazing, isn't it? When someone makes a big tackle on the team, how it changes. So Jobkey going for goal. It's a great kick. Well, Dallin, there we are. Picks up the 3 points, and Wisconsin are back in the lead. We have a 1-point ball game. Wisconsin 20, Rocky Gorge 19.
You know, if this game comes down to the wire, I'm going to give the edge to Wisconsin. They've already won twice at the death in these playoffs. Maybe it's their year. Who knows?
Oh, it's certainly a fantastic game. Wonderful occasion here at Infinity Park in Glendale, Colorado. Kendall kicks off. It's deep.
Well, they're having all sorts of
dear,
communication issues. That's the third one or fourth one. They've really nobody's claiming that ball. They need to have somebody just go after it.
But they've managed to recycle. It's a poor pass knocked on. Oh dear me.
You're under pressure there. That's why we went immediate.
So just two basic errors of the kickoff there. We saw the kickoff not claimed, and then of course a low pass from the halfback. Now all of a sudden they're under all sorts of pressure, and time for Gorge to strike back.
Look at this attacking position, just almost right in front of the poles. A lot of room to the right. Yeah, it was compounded. I mean, you got to claim that ball on the kickoff. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
I also think he's starting a bit far away from it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay, touch.
So great attacking position. The pendulum has swung again. Rocky Gorge with the advantage, although they're down by a point.
They're going to get it out to Kendall, I think.
8 picks up, goes around the corner. 8-9. Now Kendall has the ball. What's he got? Uses his winger, who's tackled well. Good defense, good structure there from Wisconsin to shut that down. They're going to recycle the ball, come the short side here with their forwards. It's the 23. I think that's Will Miller driving forward. Come around the corner again. It's the hooker who had a dynamic end to the first half. They've recycled it well.
Back we go. Back we go.
Pick and go, close to the fringes. They take a metre. They're 4 metres away from the try line. 4 metres away from getting back in front in this final, this championship match, the men's Division 2. The pick and go again. Good latch. Took a metre. They're maybe 2.5 metres now from the try line. They go again around the corner. It's attritional, but it's effective. Another pick and go. I think he's over the line. Is he held up? He's given the try. Fantastic. Well put together, constructed pick and go from Rocky Gorge. And that's a try for 23, Will Miller. He's been a powerful presence. He's a strong specimen of a man, and he's made his impact. And congratulations to them. Rocky Gorge now 24, Wisconsin 20.
So it's fresh legs we spoke about, guys, that make all the difference in this first 10-minute period.
Certainly does.
Yeah, Chuck Moore, he's got 4 or 5 reserves in there here in this second half, and it's proven out that it's doing well for him. Let's see if we can see Will Miller downing that ball. There's a great surge by this Rocky Gorge forward pack. Let's see if we can see the referee. Oh yeah, look at ideal position. He saw the grounding there. Perfect position by referee ARDREY.
So, Kendall has the opportunity to take the lead for the Gorge out to 26 points to 20. An important kick. He's sliced it to the right, so it stays at 24-20, but importantly, Wisconsin need more than a penalty. But we have plenty of time to go. We've got a good half an hour. I'll tell you what, there's going to be a few twists in the tail. But what you're seeing now is tired bodies. So people are scoring a lot more easily. The defense is perhaps a little looser.
And I think we're going to start seeing some reserves from this Wisconsin team too, because again, a lot of these guys played yesterday. They're not used to the altitude. It's been a very hot day. So I think we're going to start seeing Wisconsin start throwing some of the reserves in as well.
So, Jobke again kicks off that little dink just outside the 22. Oh, good challenge there. Excellent challenge from Andrew Norton. It wasn't knock on, but he really put his body on the line.
Take it back.
It's been a blood substitution. Paul Clark is on for Dustin Meehan for Rocky Gorge. That's dropped, but it went backwards. That's the number 6 for Wisconsin, Tim Leslie, taking the ball forward. They recycle the ball. Taking a while to come back to construct something. Zukowski now, the number 8 for Wisconsin. Had a very influential first half. Tyler, poor pass. Poor pass from Cody Moore and Guevara. Needs to pick up his service. Digs this one out. Finds Jobke. Jobke, little dink over the top of the winger there, the right winger for Rocky Gorge, which is Jonathan Bierman. Bierman flings it in field, and it's a sort of slashed away torpedo kick. And this is interesting. I think he has
tipped on the kick. The ball was tipped on the kick.
He's saying that the ball was tipped on the kick, and by virtue of that, it was not received inside their own 22. Well.
The kick over here that came forward was tipped. Yep, so it's back.
So now it's going to be a line out for Wisconsin. Now it's a tough call there for Rocky Gorge, because I'm not sure if they were aware of it. in any event, it is the wonders of the laws of rugby union, and that is where we are now. And Wisconsin have an attacking opportunity. They have the chance now to go back into the lead if they can put together a decent line out and use those attacking backs that we know pose such a threat.
Yeah, Johnny, and they've got Nick Tyson out inside the fly-half channel. So he's a big man. He's done well in this game as of yesterday too. So we'll see if he gets the ball, if he's just a dummy runner.
So Wisconsin will go to the front, they win it. They set up that little 5-6-man roll. But Rocky Gorge doing well, driving him towards a touchline. Almost a hint of Truckle Taylor as they disconnected there, but they've got away with it, trying to move the ball to the back. They go to deck, and in fact they're in touch. So good defence from Rocky Gorge there, Brian.
Yeah, you can see the Rocky Gorge forwards are really very excited about that stop. And I think
should be white ball.
Field awareness by
straight out, Kelly.
Field awareness by Wisconsin has to be a little bit better there. They're flirting with that touchline, that whole maul.
3.
And the next 10 minutes of action are brought to you by XL Energy. XL Energy, responsiblebynature.com. Rocky Gorge line out in their own 22. Good contest from Wisconsin. It's tap, it's loose. Kendall gets now to clear it, does so, and finds touch. But it's received, and I thought they were going to play on quickly, but no, Jeff Mortensen thought again. Probably a wise move, because I thought that the chase was very good from Bierman and also Josh Stallings.
Yeah, Johnny, the kick is only as good as his chase, is what they say, and that's so true. Wisconsin looking to go quickly there, and great support lines from Rocky Gorge.
So another change here for Wisconsin.
Numbers are good.
Big second row is coming off, Domenico. And another short line out from the Wisconsin team. Looking to use their big men in midfield off Jobkey at 10. Not straight, dear me.
Tough, yeah.
It was tough. The other thing what they did was they didn't do themselves any favour, Wisconsin. They actually edged themselves into the channel. And I think that when you want to set up, make sure you don't creep into the middle. You'll see them, they just creep. You see how they creep, the lifters creep into the middle?
Yeah, I didn't mean a tough call. I just meant a bad execution there.
Yeah, sure.
Because you want to take advantage of those opportunities, and again, you need them right now. Wisconsin needs a little lift.
Important to keep the gap in the line out. Good scrum from Wisconsin, putting pressure on Rocky Gorge, but they filling it out. Stallings now has a look to switch with the new man on the field there. They recycle the ball. They go back to the short side with their forwards. It's the try scorer, Perez. Takes a couple with him. Good clean out from Rocky Gorge. They come around the corner. That's 20, Bill Bush. Really vigorous on the ball there. Good running back to the hooker, Matt Carroll. Carroll takes the ball forward. Another good clean out past the ball. Josh Stallings, again, a short ball. I mean, that's 17, is it? Rico Colon. Ah, dear. They've just been guilty there. You've seen in the rucks beforehand, when they get to the ruck situation, they drive past the ball. That one, they stopped, they sealed it off, they went to deck, which you can see the referee's angle of his hand indicating that. We've got Jobkey setting up. What's he going to do? Down Stanford.
This one, he looks for the touchline, I think, is a bit far out of range for the 3 points. And then I think if they execute this line-out, we could be on our way.
Well, I think they've missed a trick on this line-out previously. They keep wanting to drive it, and I think that's Rocky Gorge's strength. So let's go back to the replay here, Brian.
Yeah, I like the way Rico Colon is coming into the line for this Rocky Gorge team. There you, yep, there's a seal there. But yeah, here's a good opportunity for Wisconsin. Yeah, I agree. I don't like the. I think they got to do something a little more creative with this back line. They got Tyson back in the back line again. It looks like another forward with him. And this is what Chuck Moore was worried about. But again, that's how you counterattack that.
Absolutely. Really good contest there from Rocky Gorge, and they are playing almost like a different team from the one we saw in that middle 20-minute period in the first half. They clear it now. Stallings looks inside, but actually goes himself. He forced it. It's a turnover. Wisconsin have it. Can they make them pay? They go wide. Jobkey chips back inside, beats one. Little hole there as he finds a seam. Nice long place. It's a pick and go from the loose forwards there from Wisconsin. Guevara moves it. Tyson with the ball in hand. Looks for an offload. Can't get it. Can get it off the floor. Lovely hands there from the big man. But it's a turnover and then a knock on. I think that was punched out of his hands there
by Will
Miller.
Yeah, that was an excellent play. I love that play.
Yeah,
a rugby league punch.
It did, didn't it? It's like a little rabbit punch. It comes up behind him.
Aussie rules.
Yeah, hand pass. I hear. Comes around the back of him, just smacks it with a little left hand there. just popped out.
Miller's definitely made an impact since
hasn't he?
Been inserted in this Rocky Gorge lineup.
It's that turnover there, Josh Stallings. That is really a coach's nightmare, isn't it, Darren Stanford?
Yeah,
the 10 taking it to the line of the 50-50.
50-50 pass, especially in championship rugby, as we know.
Oh, big call from the referee. You saw Perez there, the loose head under pressure, and he's awarded a penalty. They're only about 8 metres away from the line, 17 metres in. What's the call? Cool heads do prevail. It's the tight head prop, Sean Cullen, the captain, and he's going for goal. I personally think that's a wise move.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Came through,
definitely.
and then he up he came.
Take your points.
Yeah, we still have 20 minutes to go. There's lots of time here.
He's been kicking pretty well.
Yeah.
But what a great scrum by Wisconsin. You want your forwards to do the lift. You want your forwards to provide a little bit of action, and look at that scrum. Great scrum. Popped him right out of the front row.
And you know what it is? It's Perez has now shifted from the tight head to the loose, from the loose head to the tight head side, and he just couldn't take the heat that was applied to him by, I think it's Fabricio De Souza, who has come on that loose head side, working well with the hooker, Lucas.
Yeah, and as Joe Lippert said, De Souza is a perfect 20-minute sub. He just gets out there and does everything right, and gives his all when he gets out there. Last 15-20 minutes, cleanup time.
Nice. 3 points for Wisconsin. We have a 1-point ball game. What a fantastic final. We're hitting the final quarter of this match, and now it is Rocky Gorge leading Wisconsin by 24 points to 23.
I tell you what, after 35 minutes of rugby, I would not have predicted this at all. It was all Wisconsin. And then Rocky Gorge came back late in the half, and now they seem to be leading here by 1 point. Super exciting stuff.
Well, one of the strengths that Joe Lippert really is high on this team is their depth and their fitness. And here we see a couple more strubs. Strady is another one of these guys who makes an immediate impact when he gets on the field. And Mulaney, another reserve, coming in as well.
Better take there from Wisconsin off that kickoff. The captain picks it up, takes ownership. Sean Cullen takes 2 or 3 yards. Now Zukowski, been a little quiet in the second half thus far, but he takes a pick and go there. Again, the forward's working well. Good leg drive, gets a good latch on, getting through there. It's Tyson who's really pushing his fellow player there. Again, the captain, Sean Cullen, leaning on a couple of Rocky Gorge players.
Turnover.
They turned it over, lost it forward.
From red 3.
He'll be unhappy, the captain. They've done the hard work, they got him behind them. Just got a little bit lazy there, just turned over. So now, another scrum. We're in Wisconsin territory. It's a Rocky Gorge scrum. Scrum fed.
Stay on 12.
It's a bit loose. Oh, it does well under heat to get it out. Stallings, crossfield kick. In behind the winger. They let it bounce. Just, he's lucky. Oh, he's picked it up on his try line. I mean, I don't want to be too critical of players, Dallin, but catch the ball in the full, and then if he's actually going to go over the 22, let it go over the dead ball line, let it go over the try line.
Yeah, I agree 100%, Johnny. You don't do in between what she did. He let it bounce, and then he picked it up and tried to run and kick.
Dear me.
So, got out of jail there.
Well, he has, but now his team is actually, if he caught it on the full, he had plenty of time, he could have drilled it in the corner, maybe it didn't go out, but now they've got serious heat with a Rocky Gorge line out, and it's an advantage for numbers against Wisconsin, so they get a free card here. They'll get a free kick if they come back. Great turnover there, actually, by Wisconsin, by the replacement player, number 19, Kyle Mulaney. So now we're going to have a free kick.
Numbers on the line out.
And you can have a scrum here if they wish, or they can tap and go. We'll see. So the numbers in the line out pretty critical. You must have the same or lesser numbers than the attacking team, and in that occasion Wisconsin had too many in the line out. That's Miller looking for more work. They go the short side. Another substitute. I think that is Bill Bush taking the ball on with vigour. But good counter-rucking from Wisconsin, making it difficult for them. Slow ball. It's Perez, the try scorer. He takes a couple with him. Good long place. They move it now. Stallings, second man play to Cologne. Cologne now. Kendall's with him, but he takes it in. Well done. Good body position. I think that's a turnover, and if it is, it's very well justified. It is. They move it now.
Yeah, well done, Red.
That's the big winger for Wisconsin. Andrew Norton taking it.
Well, Kendall's caught in here. There's nobody deep for
Jobke spotted that. He's just dinked it in behind, and the rugby ball runs away. There's one chaser only, and he's made to look foolish as he didn't shorten his steps. And it's the number 11 now for Rocky Gorge. Jay Benedetti really getting into the heart of the Wisconsin defence. Perez now. Perez on the pick and go, looking for a recycle, gets it. Really is end-to-end stuff. It's fantastic rugby union. Lovely offload there. It's the hooker on the ball, Matt Carroll. Matt Carroll looking to recycle. They do. Forwards now on the pick and go with a good latch, trying to recycle. We've got Kendall coming the short side, but they choose and pick and go on the open side. They're under the shadow of the posts. Oh, it's loose, but it's picked up by, I think it was Josh Brown, cleaning up the trash. They recycle the ball now. Pick and go again. They use it effectively to score a try. Can they do it again? They're 4 or 5 metres away. Wisconsin in good position, in the linebacker position to get off the line and make a hit. They do just that. Stop them in their tracks. It's a lot of the Rocky Gorge players around that particular ruck situation. They pick and go again. It's advantage. They're offside. They're very close. They're a metre away. They dive over. It's a try. Yes, it is. And it's that man, Bill Bush, I think, number 20, who's dived over. Viz, maybe check that one for me. But a very good try. They showed patience. And there was a penalty for Wisconsin being offside. And I think it is. Yeah, sorry, no, it's Josh Brown. Josh Brown wearing 20. I'm sorry, I have him in 21, but in any event, it is a try for Rocky Gorge to take them out to a 29-23.
But what fantastic work by Rocky Gorge. How about that ball retention and the patience they showed down deep in the goal was just unbelievable. Great drive over by this Rocky Gorge team. Yeah, fantastic work by this Rocky Gorge forward pack. Good marshalling of the forwards, and here's Kendall trying to add 2 more.
Oh, and he does so.
I'll tell you what, Johnny, I was super impressed with the left wing, Jay Benedetti.
Fantastic.
As he glided around 4 defenders to set his team up on the front foot there. It was fantastic. Now all of a sudden they're up 31-23.
It was a good kick from Jobke. We saw Jeff Mortensen run up too quickly, didn't shorten his steps, he got beaten easily, and then Benedetti just got into the heart of the Wisconsin defence. And then it was just good play from their forwards. They showed composure, they showed aggression. Well done. So,
and here's a little bit of information about that Rocky Gorge club from Columbia, Maryland. Not too long ago, and again, they had a great support crew here, raised over $15,000 just a couple of weeks to send their team out this way. So, and they wanted to, I'm sure, thank all their supporters who couldn't make the trip out here. And in about
just a knock on, boys.
13 minutes, if they can hold on, we'll bring home a championship trophy back home to Columbia.
Well, I'm surprised with their tactics off that kickoff. I'd have thought that Rocky Gorge would have used the big boot of Josh Dowling to get them out of trouble. They chose to sort of run it up in the midfield. You're just inviting problems. And the next 10 minutes of action are brought to you by Lowe's Denver Hotel. Value is the new luxury. Fortunately, Lowe's deliver both. Lowe's Denver Hotel. Tied bodies, scrum goes down.
Yeah, it's right on the mark, mate. Slip, up, yeah, bind up, push straight, boys. Yeah, no problems. Keep an eye on the side for me, please, Derek. When you're ready, boys.
So an important scrum here. If Wisconsin could get a turnover or a stop, if you like, they'll be in a good attacking position.
Touch, pause, engage.
Heat coming in again, and you would have to say, absolutely, it's exactly the same penalty. Perez, now he's shifted over to the tight head side. He's under awful heat from D'Souza. Perez there, might be more exhaustion than anything else. So we see the replay, the heat coming on from D'Souza on this loose head side. And there's nowhere else for Perez to go. Look at him, he's looking for the exit door, hey? Absolutely. And our instant replays today are brought to you by Alpha Graphics to increase your reach. Alpha Graphics. So we have a penalty now to Wisconsin from that scrum. Great stop from them. And this is what happens in big games, Brian, as you know. When you have just a little bit of an edge in one area, especially the set piece of the game, when you get down to those real tight situations, they can make it pay.
Oh, it sure can. And I think, once again, Wisconsin doing the right thing here, going for 3 points.
So you can head to Infinity Park every other Monday night this summer for Movies on the Jumbotron. Monday Movie Madness is fun. It's for the whole family, and with films like E.T. and The Princess Bride, you can bring a picnic, bring the kids, and admission is free for all. That's right, Monday Night Movie Madness. It's free on the Jumbotron at Infinity Park every other week. So time back on here as Wisconsin will be taking another shot for goal. Their fly half, Miles Jobke, who I think's been pretty impressive.
Yeah, he basically slotted the same penalty kick not too long ago to get it within one. Here he's trying to get them within a converted try. Important kick here. They got to get down under 7 points.
Important kick. Currently trailed by 8. Very important strike for Jobke. And he's hit it true. And well done, that man. 31 plays 26. Rocky Gorge leading by now just 5. Just a try. We have a fantastic 10 minutes left in this Division II Men's Championship game here at Rugbytown, USA, Infinity Park in Glendale, Colorado. So Kendall, unsurprisingly, taking his time, getting everything organised, currently ahead. Clock is ticking. And if this goes on, we should really call time off. Just trying to milk a few seconds off the clock. They take a sub. That was quite a sensible sub. Get ready to take the kick, then take the sub. It's an extra 20, 30 seconds. Now within the last 9 and a bit minutes, Kendall, nice drop kick there, deep into Wisconsin. Oh, he's knocked it on, just unfortunately there. I think it was Carl Mullaney, number 19, the flanker. Just took his eye off it, bounced off his chest. And that really could be a significant moment.
Yeah, costly error by Mullaney in that one. They had to get that ball reset, organized, get some territory, or make it spin it out wide. Yeah, it's just very difficult. Yeah, I mean, it was right in his chest. Had to bring those down. No excuses.
Pause, engage. Hey, what have we got? I can't see over the top there. Sorry. All right, 17, I need you to keep it up. I need you to go straight through, all right?
Need to reset that scrum now.
Looks like CJ Dyson, who's started at second row, is now playing front row in that tight head spot after Perez left.
Touch, pause, engage.
Really interesting, he's in trouble already. He looks awkward, and yeah, the heat comes on, and that is a spin, and that has gone. It's boards out apparently, but it's very much firmly under the feet of Wisconsin if they can recycle, and it looks like they can. Miller pushing in from the side, needs to be careful. Good scrum, and this is going to tell now with the Rocky Gorge front row decimated through substitution, injury or otherwise. Pick and go there, that's 18, it's Mike Price taking the ball forward. Recycling, slow. It's the reserve halfback there for Wisconsin moving the ball. They punch it up through Jobke in the middle.
All off your feet, all down.
Against, oh dear.
All off your
Penalty
feet.
against Wisconsin
tackle.
for the support players going off their feet.
It's going to get back to 8 points here soon.
Yeah, it's a big call.
Well, Johnny, that's the danger about trying to run out of your own 22 at this stage, you know. It's I know they're full of running all day long.
Yeah, they arrive up fine until
Well,
there's
I
a
agree with you,
contest,
Dallin.
and
I
then
mean,
you go
on
straight
one,
off the feet.
if we look back at the penalty now, you see Wisconsin, they've got numbers there. The ball goes to ground, and yes, they do. Well, they're clearing out in a sense, but I think it was the third player in there who actually infringing and diving over. So Kendall now has a chance to restore to an 8-point lead He's right in front of the sticks on the 22. It's the kind of one you do in practice to get a good vibe going, and he has successfully kicked that. So, there we are, Rocky Gorge 34, Wisconsin 26. We have about 7 minutes left in this ball game.
Well, gents, I'm going to head to the side, and I don't know which captain I'm going to speak to, so enjoy it up here. It's going to be a thrilling finish.
Thanks, Dallin.
And there you see Rocky Gorge have really turned it on here in the second half. I'm not sure what Chuck Moore said to his team at halftime, but it certainly worked because his team came out of the blocks firing on all cylinders here in the second 40.
Taken back.
It's taken back, so he can't kick it out in the full. That's Kendall. He kicks it in midfield. It's the 7, the open side there for Wisconsin. Jake Winkler. He moves it across their fullback now. Burmeister, nice recycling. They shift it wide again. It's the 13, Donath. He's dangerous. Little stutter step. That was nice, just to get a little half break on his defensive opponent there. They recycle the ball now. It's back to 7. That's Winkler doing some hard yards. They've got players out wide. They move it. Jobkey takes it to the line. He's got Zukowski, the number 8, with him, and Tyson. Reserve halfback now, feeds 18, looking for it, but there's no one outside him. Has to take it in. Little offload, does well. That's one of the replacement forwards there. They come around the corner again. This is Tyson, bumps through one, looking for an offload, takes it to deck. Good clear out. They go past the ball. There's an advantage now for the defensive players for Rocky Gorge coming in from the side, their entry point. So they have a penalty here. Forwards looking to pick and go. I think they need more than a penalty now, Brian. I think they're going to be looking for a try. Good, they're getting in behind them now, Wisconsin. The red tide starting to move forward into the Rocky Gorge territory. The advantage was over, and he's got them again for their identical penalty, which was they had in front of their post. And it's the big man there, Nick Tyson, maybe a little tired. He's just gone straight to the floor. And that's the problem often when you get in behind teams. You want to seal it off because there's no one to take out.
Right, exactly.
Sealing.
Yep, there you heard the referee saying, Nick Tyson, you were sealing. That's a big break for this Rocky Gorge team. Kendall's going to be able to clear, and he does so out near midfield. So that relieves all sorts of pressure. And Johnny, one thing we talked about earlier is the big gaps. Let's see if we can take a look at that penalty. Let's see if we can see Tyson coming in and just going down. Let's see, there's the, here's it coming.
That's this one here, and there's Tyson coming over. Yep, it just flops.
Yep.
Just flops. When you get tired, that's what happens. Oh, wasn't a great throw, but they've got away with it, Rocky Gorge.
On your side of the line now, 10. Be quiet.
Substitution now for Wisconsin. Casey
coming on, and
on
we're starting
for
to get
Jake
mouthy.
Winkler.
You play rugby, I referee.
Referee just telling the players to keep their opinions to themselves.
Stay up, boys, stay up.
Good contest there from Wisconsin. He's won the penalty. Excellent, number 17 from Wisconsin. Fabrizio De Souza, who's had a great impact in the scrum. Tyson goes quickly, bumps out of 1, bumps out of 2, takes another couple with him. Support there from his teammates. They need to move it quickly. They don't, and now the ball is out and they've turned it over. And there's a huge break in midfield now. It's one of the Rocky Gorge players looks for an offload. In fact, he's given it straight directly back to Wisconsin. He's caught with the ball in hand. Well, harem-scarum stuff from both sides. Wisconsin looking to ruck it out of their own 22. Some tired bodies coming back to an onside position. Doesn't feel to me as they're the team that's going to go 80 metres at this particular time with only 3.5 minutes left. Zukowski moves it wide. It's the winger now, trying to go outside his man. He does. He beats one. Can't beat the second. Stays strong. It's the hooker there from Rocky Gorge. Matt Carroll trying to get a turnover. Couldn't get it. They move it now. Oh, it's a pass to nobody. Jockey goes back. Recovers. Looks. Little dink over the top. Oh, charged down. Picked up by the second rower there. Little offload out the back. And it's the number 20, the try scorer for the first occasion. And they're trying now very close to the line. They're a metre. There are holes either side of this ruck. And you'd have to think that Rocky Gorge can score. But they're held up for some desperate defence from Wisconsin. Players lying all over the ball. Yeah, definitely a penalty somewhere. Which way is it going to go? Yep, absolutely. The number 12 there from Wisconsin, Rob Llewellyn, just a little tired, falling over. The penalty will... And I think he's going to his pocket here, Brian Vizard. He is. Like, it's a yellow, and that really has hurt Wisconsin.
Number 12, yellow card.
really has hurt him and really has hurt Wisconsin's opportunity to get back in this game. They're down by 8. Rocky Gorge continue this incredible revival.
Yeah, fantastic second half, Johnny. I mean, I'm going to give you a break talking because it's been such a great recycling by this Rocky Gorge team. Fantastic second half.
Hey, Gillies, get number 10 to get us disciplined to where it needs to be.
And inevitably, Kendall will go for goal. And this will take their lead significantly.
Thanks, Gilly.
So if we're looking at the replay now, Brian, that was the charge down. It was out of his own 22. It sort of came off the shoulder of one of the Rocky Gorge players incredibly. And that's CJ Dyson taking it forward.
And then he got it over to Billy Bush.
And there's the kick, and it's successful. We now have an 11-point lead for Rocky Gorge, 37-26. And this is the infringement from Llewellyn. Llewellyn just diving over into that sort of maelstrom of bodies and really just... I think there was no alternative from the referee there. They're a metre from the line. He had to penalise and had to penalise in the yellow card. Well, it's almost mission impossible now. We've got a minute to go. And Rocky Gorge and the gorgeous supporters on the far side, they are fully amped up and they're looking forward to this championship title and taking it back home. Knock on though, that's offside.
Offside and knock on.
If you knock it on and you're in front of the person, you are deemed offside, and that's what happened. They're just going to have to tap and go here, try and get a score within 20 or 30 seconds,
Offside and knock
and
on
then
is a penalty. Yes.
maybe get one of those miraculous comebacks.
Yeah.
But they need to score now.
They've done 2 in the playoffs so far. Yeah, they have to score on this. A quick tap. They got to get it out wide. They got to score quickly. I mean, there's under a minute left on the clock. They need some quick work here, and even then, it is mission impossible, I think.
Move it again, just a little slow, and that's a knock on. And unfortunately, the service from the base of the rucks has not been particularly good for Wisconsin in the second half. And it feels to me,
the last set piece, gentlemen.
And it is like the game is up. And well, Rocky Gorge have managed to fight their way back into this game. An incredible end of first half, second half performance. We have the last scrum coming up, and what a fantastic win. It's going to be a fantastic title performance from Rocky Gorge.
And yeah, and this is their first title. And again, Johnny, in that first half, who would have thunk, you know, because it looked like Wisconsin was totally dominating this contest.
Kendall drills it into the touch. That is the end of the game. Rocky Gorge, our Division II men's champions here at Infinity Park in Glendale, Colorado. And there are scenes of great jubilation from Rocky Gorge and their huge support crew, the Gorgeous. Fantastic stuff. Brian?
Oh yeah, hats off to Rocky Gorge. What a comeback. Good coaching by Chuck Moore. They made the adjustments at halftime. They closed down the gaps in the back line. They kept possession. They really took advantage of every opportunity they had. So congratulations to Rocky Gorge.
Well, a fantastic win there for Rocky Gorge. We will be back after this break for our post-match show. Some highlights and full analysis from Brian Vizard. We'll see you there.
When a beer tastes both refreshing and flavorful, there are some reactions you can't control. And some you can. Please drink responsibly.
Lowe's Denver Hotel, located in Cherry Creek, a unique four-diamond experience awaits you. Dining with local flair and flavor, supremely comfortable accommodations and vibrant spaces throughout. The Lowe's Denver Hotel delivers unsurpassed service for you, your kids, and your pets. Lowe's Denver Hotel, your gateway to a true mile-high welcome.
Our Wells Fargo team members have their own definition of banker's hours. In a time when budgets are being cut for our schools, parks, and other important programs, we believe commitment to our communities is more vital than ever. And that's why every day, our people give thousands of hours to the communities we serve. 1.3 million just last year. Wells Fargo, with you when your community needs a hand. To find out how we can help in your community, visit wellsfargo.com.
The new place is perfect, or at least it will be, with a little help from Dex. In the book or at DexKnows.com. Dex can help you get results fast and deliver the best local advice so you can get it done right. Right here, right now.
We should do this more often.
Dex, results for the here and now.
What happens when a beer tastes both refreshing and flavorful? Guinness Black Lager. Taste it, believe it.
All right, folks, first of all, thank you all very much for coming out all the way across the country to support these two teams. You both had a wonderful cheering section. Let's give both these teams a great big round of applause for a fantastic match. Wisconsin, boys, hold your heads high. You had an epic match yesterday.
Keep talking.
And another fantastic.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
Okay, so nothing wrong in going away in second place. Fantastic job. Let's give Wisconsin one more big round of applause. Nice job, boys. I've got USA Rugby CEO Nigel Melville here with me to present the Most Valuable Player Award. I think we can all agree, Most Valuable Player Award. The 2012 Emirates Airline Trophy goes to number 15, Andrew Kemble.
Today's match from Rugbytown, USA was brought to you by Hampton Inn. We love having you here. Hampton Inn. Excel Energy. Excel Energy, responsiblebynature.com. YMCA, the Y. We're for youth development, healthy living, and a social responsibility. And by Van Gilder, 105 years of success. Van Gilder Insurance Corporation, VGIC.com.
From Rugbytown, USA, welcome back here to Infinity Park in Glendale, Colorado, where we've seen a fantastic match in the final of this Division II Men's Championship, where Rocky Gorge has been triumphant against Wisconsin by the tune of 36.
Emirates Airline USA Rugby D2 National Championship Trophy, Rocky Gorge RFC, your champions. Thanks again to everybody for coming out here on behalf of everybody at USA Rugby, all our sponsors. Make sure you all stick around. We've got a big ball game coming up next year. Division I National Championship. We'll be back with more soon.